Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. This is Kristen and I am back with another Killikit with the Simple Stories I Am collection. And I was just marking out the 2 pages I used yesterday. Well, actually it was earlier today. So for my 4th layout that I created. So I have selected at least 6, possibly 7 layouts that I want to use with this collection in mind. They are predominantly me, my daughter, or our dog, Tinkerbell. And I just felt like this collection was super fitting. It's a lot of really great affirmation, positive thinking, and just really encouraging. And I thought that those were perfect for selfies and pictures of my girls. So, and at one point, I think it's the last layout, is me, my mom, and my sister. And I'm really looking forward to doing that one. So, I have never scrapbooked so many selfies of myself in my life. But this year, I've started originally on Scrapbooking the Day Away, which I'm still there on Facebook. But also, I joined Anne-Marie, who started scrapbooking the Day Away on Facebook, has now got a website called scrapbookingwithanemarie.com, and she is super encouraging to scrapbook yourself and have yourself in your books. And that was definitely not something I was doing. So, you know, I was in group shots that somebody took or some selfies, but not very often. So the layouts that I have already completed, here is the first one that I posted. Of me, and this is my getting my vaccine. I was my 2nd vaccine. Here is the second one. This is after 2 weeks after this picture was taken. I was clear to be, you know, they consider you safe after 2 weeks. And so this is my mother's front door, and I had gone over to surprise her and give her a hug for the first time in almost a year. So she went home. If you watch the video, I tell you that, but she went home. That's okay. I hugged her the next day. But this was just the picture I took, and I was so excited. So this layout, and both of these were just kind of winging it layouts, and I'm okay with that. So this one, I have the 2 pictures. It was a really bad weather. It had been icy, and I just was kind of pointing out the fact that it didn't matter. I was gonna go get my vaccine one way or another. So then this one, and then my 3rd layout is this one, and it is me and my daughter just being silly, and our dog Tinkerbell. And this one was also just a winging it and throwing things together. That's kind of the way I do things. I do love to go by sketches, tutorials, and things of that nature, but sometimes when I'm just in my space, I just want to do whatever looks good. So not necessarily following a guide or anything. So, so I just completed this one a couple of days ago, and I really love the way this turned out. I love these colors. And then the one that I just did, my number 4 layout, it has stickles on it. And like I said, I literally just did this a couple hours ago. And so while stickles are mostly dry, they're a little tacky, and I didn't want to layer them. So this one I just completed, You Are Fabulous. And I used 1 full sheet of the paper, and this is the one that has those florals on the back that I marked out when I started. And I used a bunch of word phrases, and these were the branding strips from my papers. These were little pieces off of some of the cut aparts that, like, they have this extra wide border, and I just trimmed some of the border off because I love that paper, that pink paper. So me and my dog are both royalty, if you didn't know. So I really have loved the way that this one turned out. These papers are just gorgeous, and I'm not normally a floral person, but I've used a lot of florals this year. So something super unique and different that I don't normally do. So if I go back prior to 2021, there's not gonna be a lot of flowers, but that's okay. So there's that one that I just did. So this is what I have left. Now these may not be full pieces. These may just be partials, but they're not completely gone. And then the cut aparts, I've been marking those as I can, and the stickers. So here's the stickers, and I did buy this before, and this is what I have. I just bought the sticker set. I didn't have the kit. So I only have 3 left on here. And then I have, it looks like quite a few, and there is still quite, I mean, there's a ton of stickers on here. I don't see that it says how many, but it's a lot of stickers. So, you know, I'm getting them used up, but, oh, 86 it says. I've used a lot of the word phrases. I got to find a way to use this border strip, but I'm going to use quite a few of these again today on this layout. Here's the chipboard, and you can see what I have used here, and I want to try and use up as many of these as well. These are my branding strips. I hold on to these just in case. Like this, I have highly doubt I'm going to be able to use because it's one of the cut apart, you know, on the back of your branding strip. This is what was on this side, and this is what was on this side. So these are super easy to use. But, you know, when it's a cut apart on the back, it's not as easy to use that. So I'm holding on to them just in case. You just never know what you might need. And so I'm leaving those there. And then I gotta move these carefully because the chipboard are all falling out. So it makes it kind of hard to, there we go. All right, so here is the journaling bits. And I've been marking them off, although I'm not up to date. There's quite a few on here that are gone, and I need to mark those off too, but I'll do it in a minute. So because I've used quite a few of these, I am hopefully, look, I just said that and read it at the same time. So I'm hoping to use quite a few of these. I didn't use as many as I thought I would on this last one. I ended up putting a few of them back, but that's okay. I mean, it's not like I can't use these on other pages. I just wanted to use as many of them as I could on these pages. So set this aside, and this is the picture I am scrapbooking today. And this is me at work, and I'm drinking a raspberry lemonade that a friend of mine bought me as a surprise. It was just sitting on my desk when I came back from getting something out of the supply closet. And so I just wanted to document it because I work with the greatest people, and I just did a layout for a design team sketch that I can't share, but it's titled Spoiled, and it is like this plethora of goodies that my staff have brought me and for Administrative Assistance Day. And yeah, I'm super spoiled. So anyway, so that is what I'm going to use. So I've got my papers, I've got my journaling bits, I've got my picture, and I'm just gonna kind of wing it like I like to do. So let's see how this goes. All right, so what I did was I took that pink polka dotted paper I was showing earlier, and on the back side was this floral, and I really liked the way that it looked against this aqua color. So I tore the part where the paper was missing so that it would look well, torn, and put the floral in behind it. And so now I am double matting. One is going to be a wonky mat with that butterfly paper because I think it'll help stand out. Plus I just love the butterflies. So I backed my picture on that pinky color that matches the dark pink flowers in the other paper. Plus it matches the raspberry lemonade. So I have cut a 1/2 inch strip of the yellow floral, and then I cut, I think it's about 1.25 inches of that text print, which is what's on the other side of the floral. And I'm going to use those as my table for my picture to sit on. So I lay those across and get those tacked down and then put my picture down on top of that. Now I had pre-laid all this down to make sure everything's going to fit right. Not all the embellishments and stuff, but the pictures and the paper strips and the title of the page. So I, of course, you know, after you pick things up and you go to put them back down again, it's like, that's not where I had that. It doesn't look the same. Sometimes, pro tip, I called myself a pro. I'm a pro at making mistakes. So I take a picture. Once I get everything laid out before tacking it down, I will take a picture. So if I have to take things off, I can go back and look at my picture and get an idea for where I put things. So I'm just laying things out because I want to make sure that I like where it is. And so I have my pictures tacked down. My papers are together. I love the way this torn look is working. I took everything off. So those 5 journaling bits that are up at the top right corner of my mat are not, let's see, 4 of those are not going to make it back on the page. I wasn't sure. I do love to decorate with words and put lots and lots of phrases and words and things on the page. But I felt like that one that says something about being worthy, that's on the far right, was just a little too much when I already had lots of words going on. And I'm using a lot of circle embellishments from the journal bits. So I decided not to put that down. So I get my papers, my mats set up, and I don't want them to cover too much of the floral, but I definitely want them pretty close to the center of the page. I mean, I feel like it's pretty centered. I don't measure. I do not measure. Unless something is like super particular and has to be measured out, I do not measure. So I tack those down. And I get the journal or the cut apart. I trimmed it up to where it was even, and it says P.S. You are loved, and I love that because this raspberry lemonade was a surprise gift from one of my coworkers / friends, my work family, and so I felt like that was the super appropriate title for this page. So I put down the little cut apart that has the drinks on them, and I popped them up on foam. And I love how that's standing out and kind of coming over a little because, like I said, it looks just like the raspberry lemonade that I'm drinking. And then that little pink bordered square above it is going to be where I put my journaling. And then I put a label up on top of the butterfly paper. And a little envelope pre-cut circle from the journaling set above my picture. And then there's 2 little circles that I end up putting next to the little cups. One that says focusing on the good, and then one is like a coffee cup with cheetah print. And yes, I'm not drinking coffee at this time, but my friend Jessica has brought me coffee from the same place. So I felt like this was the best layout to put that on. I do have like 3 or 4 other coffee cup cut aparts or embellishments that are in this kit, but I decided that just the one was enough, and I would put that down. And then at the very top is the little envelope circle, and then I popped up on foam the one above that that says you make me happy in that yellow, that mustard yellow. So now it's going to have like a direct line down the page of that yellow from the border strip I use to the flower in the cut apart, and then of course it's in that floral corner piece that I'm using. And I can't tell on here. Nope, I haven't put on there yet. Oh, there it is. That yellow butterfly. So I get that on there. So it's going to bring the yellow all around the page, and I feel like that just brings it all together. So now I am looking over my sticker sheet, and I want to look at my chipboard and try and get, my goal is to get a couple things off the chipboard and a ton off of the sticker sheet. The chipboard doesn't have as many left on it, but some of them are bigger, like that jean jacket. What am I gonna do with the jean jacket? Oh, figured out. So I want to get some things on here. So I pull the envelope, and on that envelope it has a little letter coming out. And I do have a sticker that matches the envelope that's in the cut apart. But I really liked this chipboard one because it says all kinds of amazing. And that was really fitting of the situation and this picture because I was really, really excited. It came at a really good time. It's been a rough couple of months. We work in a school together, and, you know, it's just hard. So, but I love my job, and so does she. So I have that little I am ephemera, and I really want to use that with this chipboard piece that says blessed. But it's just not working for me. Anywhere I put it, it disappears into that floral paper. The blessed disappears on the aqua paper. It's just, I'm getting kind of, not frustrated, but like, I just can't seem to think of where to put it to where it's going to work for me. So I set it up there in that top left corner. It is not staying. And I go back to my sticker sheet and do some more embellishing. So I've put the stack of books on here, and I pulled out a couple of word phrases that say a happy heart and doing what I love. And I put those down in the little cluster that I've made with the coffee cups. And I added one of the gold chipboard hearts. And so I am trying to see what else I can pull off of here. At some point, I pulled 2 more stickers off of the sticker sheet with word phrases and add them, but they are not on there yet. So I'm trying to find a way to get this envelope to where it looks like it nestles underneath that little thing. And I decide this is where I'm going to put my I am blessed. And since the blessed disappears, I matted it on a hot pink. And then that way it stands out. And I love that. And now the envelope will fit on top of it perfectly. So I decided to pretty much do, I think they call it a sticker sneeze, where you have like a line of embellishments and stickers. So these stickers and embellishments will go from the top right corner all the way down to the bottom left corner. And of course there's that cluster that I've already pretty much created on the right of my picture as well. So I take a sticker that says, this is what makes me happy, and put it above my picture, and another one below, which you don't see me do on camera because I find a little gap in my 2 border strips at the bottom. So I took a sticker that says capable and worthy and put it there. But you won't see that even in the close-ups because I found it after I was done. I was looking at, just looking at the page and noticed that. So anyway, so I put this floral sticker up in the top corner and it overhangs, so I cut it off. And then take the butterfly that I had just put down in that bottom left corner and put the floral right there in the under that the title. And it's perfect. It brings the florals from the top corner to the bottom corner, including the ones in the top left corner that are on the paper that I used to fill that hole. So if you don't have a full sheet of paper, you still can have a base page. I have made, this is, you know, not my first base page I've made with multiple sheets of paper. And as long as you've got it tacked down really good and you can use some washi on the back, it is perfectly stable. So I finished all that up. I get out my stickles to add in some more gold because there's gold in this collection. That's why I've used the gold stickles on pretty much every layout. And I think that's it. I've already done my journaling and wrote just a note about my friend Jessica bringing me this lemonade from High on Art and Coffee. And I put the date up at the top above my picture. And that's it. So I'm going to show you some close-ups, and that'll be the layout. Hope you all join me for my number 6. And I hope that you all have a wonderful day. And I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.